Who doesn't like being out in nature? Fresh air, cool breeze, and light. Lots and lots of sunlight. When you're shooting outside, there are a few things about light you want to keep in mind. Hello there, it's udo-ema, and you're watching Full Field, where we focus on the latest video trends and techniques and frame the conversation just for you. Now, I like shooting in studio. That's sort of my thing, but maybe you like being out in the world. Ugh. If this is you, there are a few things that you should keep an eye out for. First off, let's talk about lighting. Now, if you're shooting during the day, you're not going to need a bunch of complicated lighting equipment. You have the sun, but there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. In a perfect world where you're shooting outside, you want to wait for what we call golden hour. That's when the sun is in the perfect position, not too much light, not too little. Now, I can't tell you exactly when that is. Depending on your region and the time of year, the exact time of golden hour changes. But there are resources like goldenhour.com that will give you the time frame in your area. You should also keep in mind that the sun is going to set. You want to make sure you have your message down. Give yourself plenty of time to shoot a couple of takes. You don't want to lose the light. Now, if you can't wait for golden hour and you've got to get your video on, here are a few tips to help you out. Number one, you don't want to turn your back to the sun. If you have your back to the sun, you're going to do what's called backlighting. Have you ever looked at a video and wondered why you look so dark while everything else is lit up and there's plenty of light in the room? Well, that's because you're backlit. Placing a main light source behind the subject creates a silhouette effect. You need to have another light in front to cancel out the shadows that are being created. At the same time, you don't want to face headlong into the sun. With the sun directly in your line of sight, you're going to start squinting. That's really attractive, right? Ideally, you want to find a shaded area, not too dark, but not directly in harsh sunlight. This shot is from Once Upon a Time. Don't judge me. This shot caught my attention because I think it perfectly illustrates my point. In all of the outside, these two characters happen to be standing under the only tree. Why? It's good lighting. It's shielding them from harsh light. Now, there are tools that you can use to reflect and diffuse sunlight. You can soften harsh light or reflect sunlight to cut down shadows. And the equipment to do this ranges from the high-end professional to the do-it-yourselfer with poster board and tinfoil. When you're shooting outside, a lack of light usually isn't the issue. It's just a matter of being mindful of where the light's coming from and where the shadows fall. Not too bright, not too dark. You want to find that just right spot. If you'd like to learn some other tips on shooting, I'd like to invite you to take a look at my ebook, Cellphone Cinema. It is a field guide for your smartphone and creating stellar videos. If you'd like to talk more about that, or if you have questions about lighting outside, you can leave me a note in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, please take a moment to like it, and tweet it, and share it. And if this is your first time watching, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get your weekly dose of video tradecraft, framed and in focus. I'm udo-ema, you've been watching Full Field, and we'll see you next time.